The reason that most people don't know how to save money is simple. They fall for these 8 money traps that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you want to know why you're not saving money, watch this video all the way to the end so that you can identify with the different points, and then start working on them immediately to improve your life for good. Welcome back to the official Finflix channel. Remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you get value from this channel or video. The first reason is that you have no clear budget or plan. I heard a statistic recently that said that only 39% of Americans have a written budget, and I was shocked. I thought that number would be much higher. And I realized that not having a budget is the reason that most people struggle with their finances. Think about it. If you don't have a budget, every single month you're just reacting to the different expenses that come your way, and you're just trying to put out fires, and you're never able to really get ahead. You always feel like you're behind. You're constantly stressed about money. And as a result, a lot of people just give up on even trying to budget. But having a budget isn't this bad thing that you have to do. It's just a simple plan for your money. It's just saying, hey, this is where my money is going and this is what I'm going to do with it. Having a budget doesn't mean you have to sacrifice and go without things you want. It just means that you're making a conscious decision about how you spend your money instead of being at the mercy of your spending. So if you don't have a budget right now, I encourage you to make one. There are tons of free resources online. You can download apps like EveryDollar or others from the App Store. Or you can just make a simple spreadsheet. Just figure out where your money is going and make a plan for it. That way you can take control and become the captain of your financial ship. Reason number 2 is lifestyle creep. So as your income increases, your lifestyle also increases. I see this happen all the time, especially when people get a raise at work and they start making more money. And instead of putting that extra money towards savings or investments, they just spend it and they increase their lifestyle. They buy nicer things, they eat out more often. They take more vacations, and as a result, they never really build wealth. They stay stuck in the same place. The key to avoiding lifestyle creep is to keep your lifestyle the same no matter how much money you make. There are some exceptions to this, like if you're married or if you have kids. Then your lifestyle will change because you have other people that depend on you. But for the most part, if you want to take control of your money and build wealth, you need to keep your lifestyle the same no matter how much money you make. Number 3 is not having an emergency fund. When life throws you curveballs, most people don't have the savings to fall back on, so they just go into debt. So let's say you get in a car accident and you need to pay for repairs. Or maybe your water pipe bursts and you need to pay for a plumber. Or maybe you lose your job and you need to pay for a few months of living expenses. If you don't have an emergency fund, you're going to be screwed. And in situations like these, people usually turn to credit cards or payday loans to help them out. And that's actually a huge mistake because those types of loans have very high interest rates. So they end up paying a lot of money to solve their problem. And that's why people keep getting set back financially because they don't have any savings. If you don't have an emergency fund right now, I recommend that you start building one. Start small. Even if you can only save $5 a week, start there. Because at least that's a start. And try to build up your emergency fund to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That way, when life does throw you a curveball, you will be prepared for it, you will be able to breathe easy, and you won't have to go into debt. Just remember to refund your emergency fund if you are forced to use it. Number 4 is impulse spending. Most people spend money on things they don't need simply because they want it. A lot of times, it's because of advertising and marketing. Companies spend billions of dollars convincing us to buy stuff we don't need. And that's why I believe that most people aren't even aware of how much money they waste on impulse spending. If you want to break this habit, I recommend that you wait 24 hours before making any non-essential purchase. That way you have time to think about it and you can avoid making a lot of impulse purchases. Also, avoid going shopping if you're bored or upset. Many times we use shopping to cope with our emotions and it ends up costing us a lot of money. And never go grocery shopping while hungry. Number 5 is debt. Debt drains everything because when you have debt, you're constantly paying interest. And that's why the best way to avoid these money traps is to avoid debt at all costs. I'm sure it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, though. Reason number 6 is cultural pressure. In our society, it seems like everyone is competing with each other, whether it's the car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, or even the vacation you take. We're always trying to keep up with the Joneses. And that's why many people feel pressured to spend money they don't have. I remember working with extremely wealthy customers of mine. We would share a drink and a cigar at the end of the day, and they would tell me the truth is that they aren't even that happy. I understood what they were saying logically, but I didn't really understand it until I experienced it myself. Once I left the rat race and started focusing on experiences instead of material things, my life became so much more fulfilling. So remember, don't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. Instead of comparing yourself to other people, compare yourself to yourself. Try to be a little bit better every day than you were yesterday. We are getting through this list pretty fast. If you like it so far, drop us a like. Reason number 7 is lack of financial education. In my opinion, I believe this one is the most important. Most people aren't taught about personal finance in school, and as a result, they just make a lot of mistakes when it comes to money. When I was in school, I took one class on personal finance, and that was it. I took more classes on algebra and geometry than I did on personal finance. And that's why I think it's so important to educate yourself on personal finance. Luckily for me, I had a thirst for knowledge and filled the gap that the education system left in regards to personal and business finance. Read books, watch videos like this one, listen to podcasts. There's so much great information out there for free. It's actually one of the reasons why I started this channel. I wanted to help fill the gap in financial education. So if you want to learn more about personal finance, I highly recommend you check out my channel. We have an ever-growing number of videos on various topics related to personal finance. We also plan on doing the same for business finance once we grow some more. So if you are interested in that type of content, subscribe and stay tuned. And lastly, reason number 8 is that saving feels small and hopeless. When you're trying to save money, it can feel like a drop in the bucket. Let's say you're trying to save $1,000, but you've only saved $100 so far. You might feel discouraged and start questioning whether it's even worth it. And that's why I think it's important to have a goal that's bigger than yourself. For me, my goal is to help as many people as possible become financially free. I want to impact people positively. That's why I'm doing this channel. And it keeps me motivated to keep going, just knowing how many people I can potentially reach with my videos. So find a goal that's bigger than yourself. Maybe it's starting a business or helping out in your community. Whatever it is, make sure it's something that's meaningful to you because that's what's going to keep you motivated when things get tough. And trust me, things will always get tough. We just need to learn to persevere through our trials and tribulations. Saving money isn't easy, especially in today's economy, but it's possible. And I believe that anyone can do it if they're willing to avoid these 8 money traps that I talked about in this video. Remember to never give up and to find your true why. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend because I think it will help them too. Do you agree with these points? If so, let us know in the comments section below or if you want a certain topic covered in the future. Thank you for watching the official Finflix channel. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you got any value out of this video. See you on the next one.